Alrighty, I have some cool stuff to show you guys today. You can probably see that by my smile. Went to the store today, pulled to multiple stores, shopping center with my mother and my brother. And my brother recalled a certain store that I would probably really want to go to. And there's a couple of things gaming-wise that I've been wanting to have for a while, but I'm like, in my current house, maybe that's not as useful. It won't really work. Although I can probably set it up just fine. I'm still thinking of maybe waiting until I move somewhere else, although I'm very happy with living where I am right now and extra free stuff. Don't have to pay for as many things as long as I stay with my parents, so another reason to stay for a while. Eventually I will definitely leave the house, but that's for later. Anyway, if you know me well, and you know me a little bit on the gaming side, just a little bit, you will know two things. One thing in particular that I really, really, really like, and I've liked ever since it was pretty much created and it was on TV. Then, if you talk about that thing, most of you will already know what I'm talking about. If you talk about that thing and then um, you look at the video game side of what I'm talking about, then there's this question like, yeah, you have this, you have that, and I'm like, I have most of the games. There's one thing though, and people are extremely surprised by the fact that I've never owned those specific ones. It's changed though. I've never before, until a few hours ago, I've never owned a legit copy of any of the first generation Pokemon games. Not red, not yellow, not blue, not even Japanese green or blue. None of them. Now I do. I've always played them on ROMs. I wouldn't say like go play ROMs or something. That's just the way I did it. Like my opinions changed a little bit later on when I really understood what ROMs meant and piracy and that kind of stuff. So I barely ever use them at all. And if I do, I own the game already. So then it's fine, I guess, sort of. But yeah, finally have them. We found them in the store. It's a gaming store that has a lot of new stuff. Like when you something in my anyway, when you enter there, like there's so many 3DS, DS, Wii games, so many cool stuff. But then in the back is where I found lots also, even games for the Atari 2600. There's N64, there's GameCube. And what I'm really looking for, and that's what these are related to, including the Pokemon Crystal that I have I have over here. I'm not gonna go get that out, not too much of a bother, but I have Crystal. That was my first legit video game. With red, with yellow, possibly blue later if I can find it, and with Crystal, I want an N64 with Stadium and Stadium 2. Possibly other games if I decide later, but I want an N64 with Stadium, Stadium 2. They did have a used N64 there, but I really want the Pikachu N64. I know that exists, so as long as it's not like greatly expensive, like 300 over bucks or whatever, then I'm definitely not gonna get it. But if I can get it for a decent price, probably it's higher than normal one because special edition. But if I can find that one, then I get Pokemon Stadium, Stadium 2, and pretty sure I need the transfer pack. Then I can use these and Crystal to use my Pokemon as Stadium 2 because as with like the first gen Pokemon game Stadium 2, I've never owned them. I never owned a Nintendo 64, so I always played them on ROMs. But the thing is, I always wanted to use my own Pokemon, but I was never able to. I always had to play the entire game with rentals, and now I can change that. So my brother's Game Boy Advance SP. I could technically use my color, but really the SP is just better because there's internal lighting, clear when the battery's going to run out, very helpful, all that good stuff. I was thinking, wait, I could play it on my DS, but that DS broke, but DS doesn't play color games, it plays GBA games. So yeah, my brother's Game Boy Advance SP, he almost never uses it anymore, so I'm going to steal it. So let's see if this works. Nope, it's not in there correctly. The main screen is weird. Come on. They did say they put a new internal battery in, because I remember, especially in the second gen game, Gold Silver Crystal, that one used to run out. My brother had that issue with Gold. Pretty sure I never had that with Crystal. Cartridge isn't in there properly. Something's up. I don't know what. I know. No, the blowing thing usually only works on SNES, doesn't it? Because it should hopefully work, because otherwise it's like I own them but they don't work. And then it's kind of useless that I got them. This looks normal. But it doesn't do anything after the kapling. Huh. Well, we got further than last time. Let's try again. Putting it in the SP feels good this time. Looks good. Sounds good. Do we go further than the pling? It's starting up. Yes. Tum. Yay. Let's see if this. It's a new game. I know it's a used game because they sell a lot of used things in the shop. Like, if you want red, blue, yellow stuff, it's like collector's edition itself for so much. I was like, maybe they have level 100 Pokemon. I was gonna restart it anyway. Because especially for Stadium Seed, if I want to get some really Gen 1 competitive Pokemon in there, but for that, I'd have to clone the TMs. So I'm not going to use any of the TMs in-game, especially for Red and Blue anyway, because the missing a glitch is very difficult on Yellow. So on Red and Blue, I'm going to do that, and just clone all of the TMs. So if I only have a certain TM left, let's say Bubble Beam, and I want to use Bubble Beam, I'll first clone it, to then use it. Yeah, that one works. Now, let's try out yellow version. Doesn't look like there's any real dust in there, so putting it in there doesn't really feel right. Better. Looks good. Sounds good so far. Looks good. I don't recall Pikachu ever saying that. Did he? Nah, he did say that, yeah. Yeah, he did. I do recall that one. Look at my hair here. I don't know. Also, new game. Dawn! No level 100 Pokemon! But they both work! Yes! So I'm now the proud and happy owner because they work. I'm Red and Yellow! Yay! Okay, happy. See you guys later. I'm gonna go play Pokemon.